There you go.
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Welcome, Sinister
Hello,
FPV this week hanging out with us.
hello.
Noob
Hello.
FPV. I say noob, but not really. You've been here. Just
Call it I took a break for a bit. Now I'm back
yeah,
at
I
it.
went on vacation. Finally got back from the
It's all
Bahamas.
good. We need a hiatus every once in a while.
You actually do at times. I do feel like that. I feel like I've been doing the everyday thing with the videos, and it's starting to catch up to me. It's like, oh, you got to edit. It's like the
I
one thing
noticed
is
you're doing the little shorts.
I have
Cheating.
been trying the shorts. So they kind of are, to be honest. If you edit, they are kind of to me like not cheating, but you don't have to put as much time into them.
They do get mad views though.
They do. So I did talking about that. I actually did one now about 4 days ago, 5 days ago roughly, and I did my armor infraction. And it was the first one I did. I was sitting here talking to Crystal, and I was like, "Should I do one of those short things?" She's like, "What would it hurt to try it?" So first I held the phone like this. Obviously was totally wrong because when it came up it was all cockeyed. So I was like, all right, delete that. So then I did it the proper way and I just went in there and as soon as I went in, like the third song was like money. It was like dropping money, dropping money. And I was like, okay, I could do this. So I didn't know what I was doing. I just clicked the song. I thought, okay, it's going to do it. So as soon as I hit record, it starts playing the song and I'm like, oh, this is cool because then you can move your hand, how you want and all that. So I just did it for shits and giggles. It went the first day probably did like 50 views and then it just
Hey
took
man,
off.
take the max and start just like take a short of it jumping, and you'd get so many views because there's
The
so many
quad.
like RC car jumping views. It's crazy.
Oh, it is. And I'll tell you what else they like with the quad. Put that thing on the table, cock that bad boy up, get it like this, and then poof, full throttle that bitch. Dude,
Or
I
or
see
hitting
so many
gaps.
videos.
Hitting gaps. There's a lot of gap shorts.
Gap hitting, yes. Old man in the house. What's up? I'll be drone. Double A. How you doing,
Daniel,
brother?
no way.
So,
What you fellas up to in this cold night? Cause it's
uh,
cold here. It's what? It's 20, below 20 now.
It feels like 18 degrees
Yeah,
outside.
it feels like 18. So
getting ridiculous.
it
It's
is very
31 here now.
Where are you at in the world, Sinister?
I am in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
But I'll be drone told me about doing the shorts, and I was like, I'll try them, I guess.
Kid
Like as
Steel.
soon as they started, yeah, that's what he calls me.
Okay.
So then I tried it, man. It was worth it. I got like 15,000 views, 15,000 plus views on one video within like 2 days, and I gained 27 subscribers out of it. So it was worth it.
Not
And
too
I
Oh
get
yeah.
shabby.
more views on the shorts than I do on the longer videos, which makes sense, I guess, because you get to click it. And then it seems like the watch time and people's interest of staying there, I guess, because they click it. And I'll tell you, I don't know what that video caught. It somehow caught the algorithm. It somehow just and caught everything and lined up the right way. I think it was the 80 mile per hour added in with the American flag across the hood of that car and then me just with that song and just the way I did the video and just snatched the hood off of it and showed it. I don't know. It was something. I wish I could figure out like what did that and what actually
The
kicked it in.
tags are really important too.
I didn't do no tags on that.
You didn't do any
All I
tags?
did was I did hashtags if you're considering that. But
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, I did do hashtags. Because in no, I'm thinking the keywords in YouTube. So, but yeah, I just did it and popped it out and it was like, okay, this is cool shit.
Yeah, the tags are really important because, like, say anybody ever looks up
For
that, it'll automatically try to feed that into their channel. Or
Right.
their
All
feed.
those tags just go 20 million different ways,
Yeah.
They can, and they do with YouTube, from what I hear. So it's a game. It's like going out in your yard digging and trying to find some gold. It's like if you're trying, and I mean, I'm not like every day sitting here, got a chalkboard trying to do things. I was just like, I'm gonna try a short, and I didn't realize that when you go to your phone to do it on YouTube, I don't really go live on the phone. It said create a short, and I'm like, this is just so easy. Like, why people don't do this?
Eh,
Okay.
But I think like the sad thing is it shows where our society is getting to where like we can't be bothered to watch a 5 minute or 10 minute video, like 30
Unless
seconds.
you're
That's
learning,
what's up.
unless
Yeah,
it's a
it's
video to help
terrible.
you. But let's stop and think. We kind of ruined YouTube with our flying videos, because what was YouTube pretty much in the beginning? A how-to. You go to that to learn something.
Yeah.
Now, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, us flying, you do learn. You watch it repetitively. If you like the person, you're gonna learn something altogether. But that was more or less what it is. So if you throw like a bench top video out there on the bench and working on something and doing something, that usually does pretty good over a length of time.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
what you're flying.
it's funny you mentioned that. So my friend has like
California
a
dreaming. Yeah.
video. He does it's called surfing videos. It's a mod in a game where you can surf the walls and stuff. It's a very beautiful style of gaming, and it's very flowy, almost like flying drones in an aspect. But it's
Right.
all with the mouse and keyboard. But anyway, he does those, and in my opinion, they're very mint. He has a lot of like original songs he'll do for him.
Right.
But his most viewed video is how to wipe a computer. Of like, if you're selling it, you'll wipe everything so it's fresh for the next person to buy. And that thing has like well over 100,000 something views, ridiculous amount for a no
I could
name.
see something like that getting the mad views.
But then everything else he has is like 500, 1,000, just these minute numbers compared to that one how-to
Yeah.
video.
That's how you can get videos that do that. Like I got one, I think it's with the unique breeze. I think roughly off the top of my head, 33, 35K, something like that. And that was because it was bought at Walmart and people could go to Walmart and buy it. When we show what we built here, it's okay. Actually, I got Tim's girl laying out there. Let me move so everybody can see it. We're going to talk about that a little bit, why we got that out. And
Oh yeah, he's gonna get excited.
And he's done so. I'll just show him.
Oh, come on. You gotta make it a surprise.
I couldn't hold him in suspense till the stream. So,
I'm just
yeah,
glad it finally
it's just, I forgot even where I was at now. My brain went, it changed gear. It changed gear to saw squirrel. So,
Oh, look, a
Dan,
squirrel.
you got your power back on last night. That's good, but damn, you've been what do you go, a couple of days without power? Damn! You had no internet and no power?
Be using light bulbs trying to
Mother
get them into
Nature.
an inverter to plug them into the house. I'm like, they're at storage charge, but there's still voltage on them.
He knows about electricity and stuff, so knowing him. Well, no, if it would have been trying to cool the house, he'd been good. Mr. Crowley! Welcome.
Crowley.
Well, if you need to heat the house, you just start
3 days
stabbing them.
without power. Damn. That
That's
sucks.
rough.
Yeah,
that-
fireplace
Birdman!
and mattress in front of the fireplace.
John.
Smart.
John, Mr. JRC's in the house. Welcome, guys. Did you get some snow down that way, John, Norfolk area? Pretty sure you did. We know Birdman probably. I don't know. Birdman might have got some out that way. We be back day now. Yes,
no.
we went to 8 because we thought about it. I know we jumped back and forth, but when we were doing 7, we kind of thought like it because people in Cali, it would. What time did you figure out it would have been? Crystal
If we
figured it all
were
out.
at 7, it would be like 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, yeah.
Or yeah, so.
So
Some people are
I
just
mean,
getting home.
even if they
Rain
got off
there,
at
Mike.
5 o'clock, they're already missing an hour.
You know, he said we got 10 inches. Shit.
10 inches.
Come
God.
on, hold up.
You measuring the
Hold
snow or something else, Sean?
Hold up. No, I gotta interject there, okay? I'm sorry. I gotta interject there. If you live up north, you
10
expect
inches?
snow.
Fuck that.
And you expect snow in larger amounts.
I get that, but when I
We
was
got
a
10
kid,
inches
yeah.
in Maryland, we would have been in a state emergency.
Oh my God, yes, dude, it would shut the whole state down. We were,
Yeah, they would shut us down for like a good 2 weeks.
We had 6 inches here.
yeah, but what was it that one time? What we get, a foot?
We
Foot
got
and a half?
12 inches that one time,
It-
and then 3 days later, it snowed its ass
It
off
shut it
again.
all
yeah.
down. It literally one
Yeah,
time.
that was about like
5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
let's see,
Oh,
it was I can tell you because it was my last year of high school, and we missed so many days of school, they ended up extending it due to it. But all the seniors, they couldn't extend our days, so we ended up graduating and everything, and everybody still had to go to school, which was great.
Props off in the house. Welcome, welcome.
But yeah, that was awesome.
Old man said he got 10 plus there. Whew. We got, like Crystal said, 6 inches the other night, and for us that's rare. We usually get rain, so that 6 inches is like 6
And then we
feet.
just got another
Yeah.
2,
2?
3.
Yeah, I think it was 2 inches.
Yeah, and another 2, 3 this morning. So hopefully it's out of the way and get away from us, because I want to do another short video with that infraction, and I think people clicked the video because they saw that 80 mile per hour. So we're going to show them that 80 mile per hour. I'm going to go and get on a long road, not in a little parking lot, and I'm going to set that thing out there with the Hero 9 strapped to it, and we are going to full throttle that thing and just keep giving it to her till she bellies her out on her throttle.
Crystal, you better start calling GoPro Plus now and have a new order ready.
Yeah. That, you know what that fraction's gonna do?
That GoPro is gonna look at the concrete and disintegrate.
It's gonna look at the concrete and go, oh no, oh no.
Hey, Eric.
Hammer, the 8.
Oh, show us what's cooking over the week.
Eat drone in the house. What's cooking over the week?
Yeah, what cooked over the week?
I made chicken.
Oh, come on, you know what I mean.
They've seen the video, I'm sure.
I haven't seen the quad though.
Oh, it's not bad.
Oh, it isn't?
Y'all saw the smoke and all? Look at that. You think that thing will be scorched? It was motors. You know how motors are when they go out.
Oh,
So
it was a motor that burnt up.
These 2 motors here. And it was only because I turtle mode it. Like, if I didn't turtle mode it, it would have been fine. So, but I was too lazy. I didn't want to walk, so it cost me 2 motors. No big deal. These motors actually, they felt weird when I first got them in the first place. Like, if you bump something.
So what burnt them out then? Just something got in it, or?
No, the prop broke. So when I went through that hoop.
Yeah.
So when you fly these, even this being this thin, right? You'll notice when the wind hits it, it'll move. It'll shove it just a little bit, slight breeze. And what happened was it bumped it right there. That's what this is. And so it hit in, it pushed this inward. When that hit inward, it hit that prop. It was so cold, it broke 2 blades, and that's what sent it to the ground. And then me being not lazy and not wanting to walk over there, it just...
And turtling it set it on fire.
Because using these 2 and this broken prop.
Dano, are you out on the porch?
That motor is shit if it can't turtle with a broken blade.
All right.
What are those
You
motors?
guys can go in the house. We appreciate you stopping in.
Love
Yeah.
you.
Love you, brother. Limey.
See you, Dano.
See ya.
And then you remember when over Pemberton when I was in the tree and then I held it there until you got up to it?
Oh yeah.
I did hurt that motor.
That
because,
would have cooked it. Because
2 days later, I went to fly it in the house, and it was real stiff. So I went ahead and worked the motor, got it loosened up again. So I figured that motor was pretty much going to go out anyway.
What most likely happened when you're stuck in the tree, that one prop wasn't moving, and the motor's trying to turn it, and it's overheating because none of the stators are rotating, and that would definitely burn up a stator.
And I think I de-lambed it at that point. So I think, and then after I flew it, it just, I don't know, it seemed different. So I was like, all right, so ain't no problem at all. We got 4 motors coming and we'll be good to go. Slide upside down.
Yeah, I got 8 motors coming, woo woo, and 8 batteries.
8 motors.
8 motors. 8
Did you
batteries.
get Oreo cookies?
Hell no.
How?
I got Lumineer V2s. I know. I don't want to hear it. It's...
Now, I don't think the Oreos will look good on the aliens anyway. I think the Lumineers look more of like the rims would go on like the older car.
Well, the thing is I had so much good luck with the Zip V2s. I really, or the Zip V1s, I'm sorry. The Lumineer Zips, I had such good luck with. Like, durability-wise, they're just...
you beating on them.
They're damn near indestructible.
So you get the magnets apart on them, right? The
bearings. The bearings are the only issue, and it's just because I've flown so many packs through them, so many beatings. The bearings are just shitting themselves, and I can't pull them apart to get to the bearings.
They know what they're doing.
in reality, I'm just going to get the V2s. I'm not upset by the V1s. It's a little pricey. They are $25 per motor. I'll admit it's kind of
Nice,
gross,
John.
but I happen to have a pretty
Nice,
juicy
John.
work coming my way. So, you know what? Hey, how about it?
Sean said he had 13 motors coming. Not true. He just won't share.
Yeah. And I bought a 6S batteries. I'm going to 6S, guys.
I don't know, props off. I saw that they come out with their different modules that they had, the Orcas.
Oh yeah,
I
the new
knew-
Orcas. Orcas came
Yeah,
out.
I knew that was coming, their HD, because they always said they were doing it. To be honest with you, like, not to beat them up, but I'd be a little leery, because when the goggle they come out with, they just took them forever to get that right. And maybe they're on point. I think they're on point now with that. I know when you would do like a firmware upgrade, it would just like the goggle would go nuts or something in the beginning and stuff like that, brick them. But I don't know. I'm waiting to hear some people use it and tell me what they think and how it holds up. Be good to see someone compare it to like the DJI or the
I'm not
Sharkbite.
wrong though, they can run analog, correct? Or HD?
Pretty sure, because they run analog now, so I don't see why. Well, maybe, I don't know, because it looks almost like a module actually. You should look into that, Doc, because you were saying that too.
Yeah, because I think so. What it is they're using the that FPV0 stuff.
Damn, again, John, that sucks. So yeah, I haven't. I don't really know anybody right now that's been running it or heard anything about it as far as that. Any feedback on it yet? Waiting on Jim to get it.
It says digital
No.
ready, so I'm assuming it's analog, but they're coming out with something that's digital.
Maybe they're doing like Eric was saying about the thing. He said they're going to have a module like Sharkbite. Okay, yeah, so they have a module like Sharkbite. I got you.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Kind of, it's going to incorporate into the goggle somewheres.
Oh, they use Sony OLEDs. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, their goggles were pretty. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll tell you one feature I really liked of the Orcas: how you could stream right from the goggle right to like Facebook. Remember that day? Or no, you didn't.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know the feature of it.
Yeah, that really clear.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim got some DJIs there.
Yeah, my gripe would be is they're 37 and 33 degree
My
of
eyes
field
are
of
off
view.
these days.
The field of view is so small on them.
Green dew, Crystal. I saw it.
They need to get on that 50 degree field of view. Get up on that level.
50 degree. Ew.
50 degrees, like, yes, please,
Yeah,
that's
freaking sloth. Your
perfect.
eyeballs gotta be out here and be able to do this stuff.
Be like walking up
degrees.
to the TV and doing this.
That 50 is where I'm at.
I get in Doc's goggles. I'm lost. I'm like, ooh.
And by the way, I don't use box
Wow.
goggles, Sinister. I have a special edition Fat Sharks that have the old school 50 degree field of views in them, but they're like the HDO ones, the standard HDOs. So they have all the new electronics in it. It's just the old school LEDs that are huge.
So if you have a 50-inch screen at your house, it's like right here, go set right in front of it. Turn on a TV show, because that's about what it's like.
Yeah. I'll admit they're blurry around here, but
oh my God,
it's
they're
big
really
screen.
around the edges. Yes, they're different. I'm like, dude, how in the hell do you? Because he flies with glasses anyway. I'm like, how in the hell do you see with these? He's like, I can. I'm like, Jesus. I was like cross-eyed coming at him, saying like, I can see good. I'm no problem.
And the diopters probably don't. I think the diopters help me. Like the diopters definitely shrink the view a little bit.
Caliber.
Because I have to take off my glasses, put on the goggles. I don't know what goggles you use, Sinister, but
that's what I was thinking. So what Eric said, you see what he said, they will work with HD0 and all belief. So that's what I'm thinking. Where they're in with the analog. I think that's the system they're headed towards.
Yeah, and I think
towards to better the analog area.
Yeah, in HD0, all that is just improved analog. It's
Michael
not
McReynolds. Yes,
OG
that's been
digital.
proven. Eric's been running it. He's getting the stuff as they come out, and every time they change something, he gets it and runs it and tries it.
Here you go,
That's
Doc.
coming, I believe.
All right, what do we got? Okay. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, is that the Foxier module?
Yes, sir.
I've
Well,
never seen one. Show me.
Hang on. Let me move my hand. There you go.
Yeah.
Look,
So it's
you
up.
Backwards.
So Foxier, just for stylistic look, has made my favorite looking module.
it is
Just because
badass looking.
I love that fan hanging off of it. There's something
Yeah.
so magical.
It does
Where
look-
I use Clearviews, by the way. I have the Clearview module.
it is more
And
streamlined.
Clearview kind of hid their fan a little bit, where I think Foxier kind of,
Do you buy them
was
new,
really
Jim? Them goggles look brand new.
yeah, they look clean, man.
Yeah, well, no, they were used, but the person said they only used them once ever. I mean, I
You
can't
can
even
tell.
tell anybody's ever worn them, to be honest.
I say you can tell they're really brand new. Brand new.
I paid $223 for them.
Good price. That's a good thing.
That was shipping included, by the way.
Yeah, you ain't beating that then.
Yeah.
For the 231 is shipping too.
Mhm.
And that's the thing. I think you'll see people getting more rid of their analog, and it's going to help people more getting in the hobby. Because if before, when Fat Sharks were way up here getting in the hobby and getting a set of them Fat Sharks, they cost you shit even used.
And
4,500.
Fat Shark's really gonna have to step up their game and goggles, because Fat Shark, I'd say, is in second place, looking at third, just for
These are my old ones, which I gave to my stepson.
Recons.
old recons.
They are too, and that's the thing with Fat Shark.
And it's sad. It really is sad.
I wear digis, that, but
Yeah.
I still have my HDO2s, and I'm not kidding you. Putting them things on my face, dude, they're like throwing my Oakleys on. Bang, I just feel so comfortable in them, and then to like those OLED screens in them and them HDO2s. Oh, they're so vivid and so clean, and you put that on with the what was it, the Foxier V5 I was running? Man, it was so beautiful.
And that is a hell of a pretty camera, or pretty view, just for such a cheap price. I'm actually I'm a little mad when I think I bought you one to trade one of our cameras.
Chris Miller, what's up?
And
Stop name, brother.
And I looked at the video feed from it, and it was just so pretty. And I'm like, I can't believe Foxier can make a cheaper camera than RunCam and just looks so much crisper.
It does. It's like, even when Russell would fly my quad from time to time, he'd be like, I don't know what that camera you got in there, but that thing is beautiful. You get to see the Kellers, the ants moving around on the ground. It's insane. Like, it is a really pretty camera.
So how long have you been flying now, Jim?
Flying completely?
Yeah.
2016.
I know it's been a while.
So 5 years.
Yeah, roughly. And I didn't start FPV till 2020.
What birds do you fly? I see you got a pink drone back there. That's cute.
That's the one that is hydro dipped for Grace.
I know.
You know all about that one.
Anybody around us that knows Jim remembers that drone and should know or remember it.
Looks like a tiny Phantom. Oh wow, that's beautiful.
It was white.
That's a wonderful.
I mean, look at the detail there.
He has a Sima X5, and then Honey Lulu. If you guys don't know her, you should know her. She hydro dipped that thing.
Oh, that's hydro dipped.
Yeah, because Grace, Jim's
Grace
daughter,
wanted a pink drone.
Yep.
Yes. She wanted a pank drone. That's all she said.
Pank. Yeah. Pank. But yeah, she was tickled when that thing showed up.
That shell is done so well. Like, at first I thought it was a sticker because it looks so clean, but it was hydro dip. That's
yeah,
superior by far.
And
I
then this
think
is just about the only worthy FPV build I have right now.
Still, that's a trooper right there. The Source
The
1.
TBS Source 1 V3.
Look at those motors. Yeah, V3.
Yeah, old school Emax red bottoms.
Red bottoms, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
Those are tanks too. Red
They are.
bottoms
Yeah.
are damn near indestructible.
yeah. I got the motors and the camera from Chuck.
So
And
y'all
then,
know they got their asses whooped before Jim
Oh,
got
yeah.
them.
yeah, and I bought the Mamba stack. I tried to build this. I did some very crappy work that I'll never live down through Chris's mouth on the snake skins. And
Forevermore.
and I actually sent this back out to Chris because I wasn't in the right mindset to build. So he finished it up for me. He said I was close, but he told me what I did wrong. So lesson learned. So building though is something I definitely am gonna get into now. So I've just been kind of just waiting for the right time.
What was it? Let me put my mic over here. Yeah, it's like I said, it'll come to you the more you do it, though, because you want to definitely learn it. The way I was when I got more into it, when I was flying more, I wanted to learn, and that's how I got to where I was. Because before I even knew like dock or anything, like if it broke, I had nobody to fix it. I wouldn't have known nothing about it. It would have just started piling them up in the corner and just had a stack this big at the time the way I was flying. So it was like, all right, figure this out. So once Eric gave me that wizard, I plugged that thing in and I started like figuring stuff out, and I'm like, oh, I so can build one of these things now. I feel confident.
Yeah. That is all ego.
And then I had a baby.
And that's I think a nice thing. When I got into the hobby, I built my first quad. I bought all the parts and I assembled it, and it was truly a great thing when you get to see this thing that came in a pile of pieces, and I'm blind to this hobby. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Right.
I'm watching all these videos and everything, getting all the wiring hooked up, and I plugged it in and it turned on, and I was like, ah. And through all the trial and error that KISS makes you live through until you figure out how to get it to work just right, and then KISS boots onto your computer properly, and you're able to hook up a quad and all that nonsense. Anyway, and then you finally fly it for the first time. It's a moment.
It is. And so I've torn RC cars apart, built them, got them out of a box, built them, put them together. Don't get me wrong. That's tough to kind of, because you got everything 4 times, bang, bang, bang on an RC car. It's a lot to remember, a lot to put together, right? And so I was like, that's cool, but man, when I built my first drone and that thing took off and flew, that was amazing. That was just like, I mean, it might have been going boom, 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 and, yanking itself around, but that thing lifted off and it flew. That's all that matters.
At least it got up in the air a couple feet.
Yeah, drones are definitely easier in my opinion than an RC car, because that B-74 associated, I could not take apart and rebuild without the directions. That thing is a lot of pieces.
Yes, I tore that Revo apart, completely apart, a 1/16 Traxxas Revo, put it in a big Ziploc bag, just threw all the screws, everything in that thing, totally tore it apart. I'm gonna tell you what, when I sat there and put that thing together, it took me about 3 or 4 hours, and my brain was hurting. I was just like, man, you RC car guys, you guys are amazing to put those things together like that.
And at least like the new stuff that's coming out, like the Maxes and those styles that Traxxas is making, at least they're like as few parts as possible too.
It does make it a bit easier.
Oh, it makes it so nice.
That's why they always say if you work on cars, you can work on RC cars, but you can also switch it the other way around. If you work on RC cars, you can work on real cars.
Yeah, true, because the differences of what it is and stuff. That's like Holy Squish, his dad, he got him into flying drones. So if something happened, he had to wait till he kind of went back home to get it going. He got him RC car. I think he said the diff or something went up in it. Man, he had that thing torn out, had parts coming, had that thing back together because he worked on cars as a mechanic. It does. It really does. It's all like
Yep.
right there. If you kind of know cars, you know RC cars. They're all pretty much the same.
A lot of times I'll take the directions
Move it,
to me
move.
kits, and I'll just off to the side.
But I'll
This is
never
this,
tear.
this is this. Okay, and start building it.
I'll never tear an RC car all the way apart. Never again. And just no. That was way too much work, and I can only imagine doing like one of the bigger ones. I don't know. Maybe the smaller one might have been worse. I'm not sure because all the parts are smaller. At least the bigger ones you can. But that was terrible. All the screws to try to remember everything to go back. Renegade FPV, what's up? Welcome.
Yeah, like the Max, I'd be willing to rip apart into pieces and put it back together, but that Team Associated buggy,
No.
that was a one-time only thing.
So we got
Send it to me. I got you.
we got this guy set back here, this X class. I'm gonna blow myself up, show you guys what we've done with that, or where we're going at with that.
Woo woo.
We've talked about it. Oh, that's a big whoop.
Man, imagine.
Drone in the house. Welcome,
Could your
welcome.
printer even make ducks for that thing?
No, I don't think so. No.
Even it, I guess you'd have to make them in pieces if you did, like make a third of a wheel.
Yeah, I'd have to put them in at least halves to do it. So this is the X class we've talked about. Tim's, you guys know, that's been here for a while. So we finally got somewheres with this. I got a printer that works. So went ahead and we Doc designed these things. Well, he took the thing off Thingiverse. He designed it. He put what we needed on the back of it. So
I made the attachment.
he made the attachment. So anyway, what the idea is, this right here, and it just has to be trimmed down, which he knew it was going to be like that. He told me up front, print it. But that's the idea, the Hawk Fist. And we got one going for the other side, be on the front. So then for the back, and then it's going to be Hydra dip, all black and, or I mean, all green and purple. And then for the back, he did a foot.
The booties.
The booty.
Booty.
Booty. So then that's going to kind of go just like this. And then once it all gets, you know, obviously trimmed up, it'll fit in there. So they'll be off the back as it flies.
That much bigger.
That's kind of what you'll see.
And here, I thought you were trying to keep it underneath 250 grams.
I think a motor weighs more than that at this
I
point.
don't think it'll do that.
Probably.
It's not going to show it. We're going to go like this. Put it up here. Yeah, here you go. You got to put it on this side. Oh, you can see it. It's hard to do is hold it at the same time. Square for square, huh? Okay, hold on. Right here. You can hold that. I can do this. So there's what we're looking at.
But your arm's in the way.
Except my arm's in the way.
How big is the bottom plate on that, Chris?
It's pretty wide. So here's what we're looking at.
Could you airbrush can you airbrush a Hulk smash on the bottom of that bottom plate?
Yeah, if someone that knows airbrushing.
That would be nice.
But then we have
Yeah, the bottom plate's pretty big. It's almost damn near
the Bruce Banner head that's going to kind of be here. Doc's still working on that. We're going to pop a GoPro in the back of that, so it'll have the head, the fist,
Oh, wow.
the feet.
Yeah, I gotta get on that.
It'll be pretty fun when it's done.
Turn it around so they can see so you can show them the bottom plate.
Oh yeah, there's the bottom plate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's screaming Hulk smash.
Yeah, there's plenty of real estate for it.
Definitely. But yeah, when it's all done, it's gonna be pretty cool.
And you could probably find like the boxers that size and just put the boxers around it. Just make sure they're short enough to where the props don't hit it.
Fist pump.
Right? Just like Tim said, it's only 248 grams.
Yeah.
It is. Spot right on the money.
Perfect.
Primitive models, welcome. So yeah, so that's what we're doing there. I got to print another hand, another foot, and then we'll have that part of it done, and then we'll get the head done when it's done, and then well, as soon as I get a warm day, I'm gonna hydro dip it, get a big tub, throw some paint in a bucket, more or less.
Man, you're gonna need a horse trough just to do that.
Well,
John's got a very good question about that.
what's that?
So what's missing
What's
to
missing?
make it fly, or can it fly now?
It fly right now. Plug
Yep.
6S. 6S take right off. Now it's a little, when you roll it, I don't know if I still have the video of that or not on my phone.
think you should roll.
6S is not up to a par for efficiency on it. It literally bounced. Like I was out there, I flew it. I actually done flown that FPD, and I was out there flying it around, you know, and then rolling it. It has bounced tremendously. So then the last flip I did onto it, I rolled it. It went boom, bonka, 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 as it's going to the ground. I'm like, shit. So then I just feathered the throttle and got that thing to and level itself out. I was like, oh boy, we're headed to the ground.
Now, can it 8S? Can you put 8S
Yeah,
in it?
that is where it's going. I have the batteries here already. I have the AS150.
Oh, that's right. You do have
once
the
it comes
batteries,
apart,
and
Yeah,
I may have
once
got it.
it comes apart and then it goes back together, that's when it'll get all the AS150s soldered onto it, and then it's already running the parallel with 6S, so it'll accept the 8S the same way. So it's just a matter of putting AS150s and plugging it in and tighten up the butt cheeks, and
Do one of these, but the opposite.
because I can't do a smoke stopper on it. That's what the only thing that worries me a little bit. I mean,
Why?
we could put an inline one in or something like that, but
Why can't you do a smoke stopper?
I know it runs now the way it runs on 6S, so all the electronics can handle 8S, so there would be no problem. It won't, you know what I mean? It's done flown and run on 6S, so it's just a matter of bumping it up. Hey, y'all been before. I hear you, Primitive. Man, everybody gets busy, so we appreciate you stopping back by. For sure.
Definitely.
We all get busy at times. Things slow down for us. Tommy G in the house. Welcome, welcome. But yeah, everyone gets busy on the tube for sure. We all get caught up. Jim was with us for a while. Jim got caught up in a bunch of mess. And then he's back. Breaking things already. Jack's
And
helping.
a million times better. Million times better.
If you guys don't know, Jim's has a son, Jack. If you guys saw my video, that's who that quad I give to. That's his son, and he has been putting it down. So he's got a partner to fly with, someone to compete with and break their stuff over.
Yeah.
And Jack's already raping the apartments next door.
Yeah, he is. Split S in them.
Yeah, that was cool. Maybe not the second. Yeah, John. Now I gotta get in the goggles with that monster. It's all or nothing. Actually, when it gets up to par, this is going to be the scariest part about it all. Is Tim in the chat here owns that X class, so if he says let Crystal maiden it, we're gonna let Crystal maiden it. So.
Oh, there's a whoop. That's a whoop.
Yes, Jack's whoop right here, and he did an oopsie. So I got to solder that back onto that little tab right there in the end.
Easy fix.
Gotcha.
Yep.
It's easier than what it looks like, I promise. I've had to fix mine plenty of
no,
times.
I'm not even. No sweat.
I've ripped off mine numerous times. I'm surprised the pins actually stay in the little plastic connector, because
I hate
connector's
those
getting pretty
connectors
warped.
too. Those connectors suck.
Those connectors aren't bad. I just wish they had a better solder port.
Actually,
something more material to solder to.
Tommy G in the chat, he had a whoop that was not giving him the correct time. He went through the batteries, figured out, start changing batteries around. He actually put it down to that terminal being bad, right? He looked at the end on it, and one was a different color than the other. He turned around, replaced the end onto it, whoop back up to having good time and everything. It wasn't the batteries, it was the end not being efficient enough.
Too much resistance.
Yep, too much resistance. Killing it.
That'll do it.
But if that whoop, is it brushed or brushless?
That's
This one is
Brushed.
brushless.
Oh, that one's brushless?
Yeah.
Are they?
Or no, I'm sorry, it's brushed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
damn.
This is the Beta 65S Lite. It's got that silverware tune on it.
yeah.
I got 2 of them. One for both the boys.
That's
each.
the same. That's the same thing on my.
Yeah, he's got the silver.
Yeah, I got the silver, and personally, I like the silver because I don't have to plug it in. I can do it through the goggles.
See, Tim says that's me, and yes, Crystal will make that thing.
But a recommendation I will have right now for that little whoop is if you ever burn out motors, go on Newbie Drone, get the plaids, and put some Venom props on it.
Listen to
that
it.
whoop will fly like a brushless whoop immediately.
Really?
You should do that anyway. Just upgrade it for Jack, dude. Yeah, it'd be like a little 5-inch little thing.
Yeah, that was one of my first upgrades when I got the whoop, and it was fantastic ever since. And
I need to remember that.
Yeah, Newbie Drone plaid motors and Venom props.
And it will be recorded and posted.
Hawk Hand's gonna be over here in the next zip code.
Hey!
What's gonna be over here?
Gonna Hulk smash through someone's window.
Look, we're just gonna turn the transmitter off. We're turning transmitter off till Marvel must have struck. We don't know.
Oh.
That wasn't my drone shit. That thing's too big. I don't know what y'all talking about. I have little ones.
Only 250 grams.
That must have been one of them Amazon drones. Oh boy, it's gonna be interesting. I'll tell you that. She might take that bitch off and just start. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Oh yeah, I can start showing you off.
Yeah, it might show me something. I'll be like, damn, come on.
She's like, watch this. I'm about to put this thing through a basketball hoop.
Oh, do it. Click.
Dan, to answer your question, that Turbo Micro 2 is going to go on the Nemesis build. And then, of course,
that's what camera that was you showed me earlier. Yeah, this hangs right above me, and it says Jim for a reason. What's in it? You guys want to see what's in it? Oh, y'all already saw the name, so I mean that should gave it a clear hint.
KFPV.
Y'all want like a dope 3-inch? Go get you one of these. Can you hear me, mine over there? I can show you one built. The Nemesis 3 up.
3 inches are interesting. Like the
They
more
are.
I fly my 3-inch, the more I learn every pack, and like you start tuning it and tweaking it. It's amazing how much the
Lord.
tune can affect
So
that
see,
fly.
this is why they call me the builder, right?
No.
Because you see it. You see how fast that was?
Oh.
Crystal,
When? What?
should we do it at I.O.?
Oh.
We'd have to strap that thing on a roof to bring it.
Wait a minute, I'm going to I.O. I want to see this shit.
I don't know though, because
Jim, shut up.
yeah, we'll do. We're gonna run a car about. Yeah, we're
What?
definitely. Yeah, we're not taking Flo all the way out there. We're gonna
Flo?
we have to get something big enough.
You name the car Flo.
She named her car Flo. Yes.
You don't name your cars.
She does. So here's what that Nemesis looks like built. You guys can pick you up one over to Gank Multi-Rotors. Not built, obviously. Well, he might build it for you. It costs you a little bit more in the frame. I think the frame's roughly $35. $38 if you want prints. Can't beat it.
What stack did you run in there?
What's that?
Jim,
What stack's in that?
Chuck is having no
This-
confidence in me. He said Tim's trying to decapitate people.
He basically is trying to hurt a nigga. Just saying.
Hey.
If we were gonna maiden this, I'd say we all would be golden and do this at I.O. When that thing powers on, we hear and she's behind.
There's no return to home on that transmitter.
Bro, I'm getting in the car and locking the doors.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be enough for that bad boy. I think it'll go through a car window easily.
8S2. What was that? I don't even know. It's coming down. Oh man.
Yeah.
I can't have all of y'all around. Hell no. Oh my God. Oh, I can see that now. Holy shit.
Jim, to get to your back to your question. This one has the what did I put in this thing?
It's a clean little stack, whatever it is.
Diatone. I did the
Diatone.
Diatone
20 by 20.
F4. No. This is what y'all are actually looking at and thinking it's the stack is actually the Digi unit. This is all the Digi unit.
Oh,
okay.
shit.
The board is on the bottom, single board. See it all the way on the bottom?
No way.
Yes, way.
That's like a Whoop board in there.
Exactly. It's a Diatone
How much power are you plugging into it?
4S.
Oh, that little board can handle 4S?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Oh my God. Tim said, can you pump that up to 12S?
I
We
think
can.
the motors could handle it.
The motors, well, I think what won't
If you pump it up to 12S, you gotta put bigger props on it, though. That's the only thing.
Yes, I think they
Because
do put bigger props.
You'll outspin the prop, and the prop will just the
Well,
motor will
Yes.
overrev.
No, God. We gotta have proper size props.
There are 13s on there now, I think, right? Yeah, because my Beast over here holds 10s. Yeah, so there are 9s on there right now, but it holds 10. So yeah, that's a 13 prop on that X behind me. I think they do go to a bigger prop though with 12. I don't know.
Yeah, you definitely have to put a bigger prop on if you.
But yeah, this is the Diatone F4 is what it is, and these are the Beta FPV motors, the ones that come on the Twig, I think. And then yeah, that's the Digi unit that you guys are seeing in there though. But it's pretty clean. The only thing I don't like about it is how I got that shrink wrap. That kind of looks a little ghetto-ish, but other than that, man, this thing right here, I kind of forget I'm flying something this small. Like when
It flies a lot better than my Alien.
It flies damn good. Like you think you're on a 5-inch. When I shared a clip with Gank when I put it together and all, I hear at the tree, I went over here and popped it over the house and threw it. Man, this thing, he was like, damn, that thing's quick. I was like, yeah. And I think I had triple props, so I ended up going to these props here, and it just works so much better. I like the T-mounts, it's lighter, and this thing is super, super light.
And it really dumbfounded me because I did watch you fly it that one day. I can't remember. We meet up so often, but it kind of shocked me because I always thought 3 inches kind of had that quirk where they were close to a 5-inch but never there.
Right.
Where that was there, and I was like, how in the heck? It surprised me because I have an overkill board inside of my 3-inch.
Be careful with your answers because Tim said 4. That's it. 4 props. Done.
No. They cut me off. So to go 12S on that, I know the PDB can handle it. The FC obviously can handle it because we're at 5 volts on that, but we'd have to change out the ESCs on that. And they are, yeah, you already know. You bought the last 4, so.
Yeah, what, 120 per ESC?
Yes, them VSCs are very expensive on there. 8S, everything is ADB on that. If you guys don't know what that is, if you ever get in the X class, at least the X class, the Beast, you're fine with using your average stuff. Now the Beast, I have to go with, I forget what size motors on the Beast, but other than that, the X class, you want to go ADB stuff.
Yeah, you just have to watch your amperage rating
or ATB or something. I forget the names.
Yeah, when you get into Beast class, just make sure it has a high amp draw because you will be chewing up some amps on those big
solder this
motors.
shit, you better go get a torch. Let me tell you something. It took me forever to solder those motors to that PDB. I'm talking forever more solder it needed. Dude, it was like for days. I'm on the big thick part of the soldering iron. It was seriously taking mad solder. Yeah, there you go. Jim's got dope.
It's a nice little solder right there. I like the digital screen on it.
It is, dude. He showed me that. I was like, ooh, it touches.
Hang on.
I like it.
This is what trips me out about this one. Is how fast it heats up.
Watch when he powers it up. When he powers it up, it's pretty.
I want to see the screen.
Hang on.
Oh, he's done broke it.
No, I'm not plugged in all the way.
No.
There we go.
on,
Okay,
man.
come on.
Listen, Tim, Tim's a baller. Chris
That
thinks
is
about
the nicest screen. Like, I like it how it has a screen. Now, like, what are all the settings on it?
Push it closer to your camera, Jim.
Does that mean I'm now making a 12S?
Okay. Yeah, you
That's
can
how
barely
quick it
see it.
heats up.
It's pretty quick.
It is pretty quick.
Huh?
No, Tim, I know the 500 is nothing to you. You would swing at in a second. I'm just saying that you would go with 8S. 8S is going to be a bad beach on there, I think.
Yeah, it'll be solid.
That thing's nice.
Already hot.
I think $33 now, you said it was last you shared a link with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's well worth it. Wiki RC in the house.
It's normally when it's not, they're not doing what they do on Amazon with the price, it's $50.
Oh man, you made them big screen and it screwed me up. So I started trying to click everywhere to find the real screen. I was like, how did I lose it? I'm like clicking on all this stuff.
Doc's having a panic attack over there.
I am. I'm like clicking on everything, clicking on Discord, trying to get back to Google, opening up new tabs in Google.
Well,
What did Chris do?
yeah, it was Eric. I got it for $26.67 or something.
Yeah, when you
Stupid
first
like that.
shared, I think it was like $27. You couldn't beat that. That's a well good station for that. I think I paid $35 for mine. What gets me on that is the digital, just because it's got a display and it's got digital numbers. It's like,
yeah, I'm real happy with it so far.
But the nice thing about a soldering iron is like once you buy one, you damn near have it forever.
you do.
So that's like the only point. It's like there's no real reason to upgrade unless you just need 2 units.
Yeah.
Put everything back in the bag. So don't lose nothing. You do. I've had mine now for what? Easy.
I've had mine since I
4
started
years.
FPV, and I haven't even changed the tip out on it. I was like, when is the tip going to go bad? Because
Mine don't either.
yeah, as long as I keep it clean with the brass brushes that he has and I have
Right,
and you
John?
don't have.
She's
You need to
definitely
get that, Chris.
that
Why don't
thing.
you have those? The
what?
tip cleaner. You need the tip cleaner brass.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
When you burn your gun wide open, you don't need the ends.
That?
Mm-hmm.
That stuff are crack.
No, that stuff is awesome. You need
And
it.
then
I just take mine, and like I said, when you keep it so high, it just you don't get none of that problem. It just burns itself so clean. It's starting to get ugly now as it's getting a little bit older, I guess. It's still got the fine point onto it though. Hasn't lost it yet. I'll definitely get that station once mine wears out. Yeah, once yours wears out, if it ever does, you're never gonna get it then.
What was Tim saying? Don't stop.
He said, don't stop until things start to sound real bad. I think that was his motto. So he don't want Crystal to stop on that X-Class until things start to sound bad.
Until humans are screaming while their heads are getting cleaved off. I think it sounds bad now.
I can only
Quad
imagine.
sounds fine. Those are just humans.
8S, dude, that thing's gonna sound sick.
No, he said expensive.
Take care of it. Chuck said, I love my Hacko. I don't take care of it at all. Still solid.
Hacko makes nice solder stuff.
Mine is ECG.
I'm not pulling mine out of my tub to figure out what it is, so.
Mine's got like the little locking thing, your little magnet thing. You can set the temperature and lock it. Huh? No,
Mine's just a
other
cheap
one,
Amazon
my
one.
first one. My
I've got
first
an
one was a
unboxing
Weller.
on my channel. Mine's a Lenovo.
That's what he said. Don't stop until it sounds expensive.
Yeah,
And
don't.
I told him to define expensive.
He said you'll know that sound when it starts to get there. I don't know.
Yeah. A lot of things sound expensive
The
to
good
me.
thing is I'm good at what I do, and I feel like we have still be able to scrap some parts off of it. If things go real
If you
south.
can find them,
The camera, I got to figure out what camera to use for it. Like, I mean, we have the one on there, but it just gives me jello. Like, I don't know if I can mount, like, we put like some kind of rubber around it, because it definitely had jello. But I think on 8S it's gonna be so much more efficient. Those motors were like wow, wow, wow. Like,
Yeah,
I get rid of the vibration and shakiness.
if you
I'm
get them to
thinking we're
speed
gonna
up a
clean
little
that up
bit, you
with the
should knock
8S.
some of
That's
that
what I'm
out.
thinking.
Yeah.
But if not, I know I got a camera around here. We'll switch it out. What's it? CMOS or CC3D dot? Which one is
when you
the?
can't afford
You want CCD if you want to kill Jello.
I can't afford that
You
Yeah,
don't
sunrise
want
go-
now.
CMOS.
Yeah, we
want
want
a
CC3D.
CCD. My recommendation is a RunCam Racer because they're like the last camera that you
See
can
what he
get
said?
that's CCD.
When you can't afford it.
That's why I said she ain't coming off the ground. I can't afford it now.
Yeah, so the
Arm it.
CCD RunCam Racers.
No, because
It's
my
got a,
luck is I go to arm it, the sucker's gonna blow up, and
I
that's gonna
think
be
it's
ball game.
it's got a Predator V5 in it now. I think.
Yeah, well, I think that's the issue. Is I think all Foxeers are CMOS. I don't think Foxeer makes a CCD.
I'll have
So-
one equivalent if it comes push come to shove to it. I have one
Oh,
that's
I'm
equivalent.
sure you have plenty of racers lying around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But the Razor, the Razor's same thing exactly, except it's CC3D. That's what I thought. There was one that you put on it that would kill the Jello, because
Yeah.
that's what it will come to if we have it on 8S,
Yeah.
obviously.
Because so the CMOS, is getting the rolling image, and that's where the Jello comes from. Where the CCD is just popping at the image constantly.
It was crazy too, trying to fly it like that. What?
Did you see what John said?
What John say? What there she flying on? Woo!
What is that? What's that little guy there? What's that?
Oh,
Meet the Orca.
like Caddix Orca.
Does that come apart, Jim? Where you were saying before about the batteries?
No, I was asking about the run cam before, but
Oh.
yeah. You know what? I do need, because one of these only holds a charge for 5 minutes. I got two of them.
Let me see the face of one of them.
If you painted that black and put
I
GoPro
don't
on
see
it,
no
you could
screws.
probably sell those for $600 and get away with it.
No, because when someone got that and turned that thing on and went and flown with it, they're gonna come and beat your ass for lying to them. They're in the same size session. They fit in the same session case and everything. That Chameleon, I'm gonna leave the same session mount on it. Jack will pop one of them things right in there.
At least somebody's selling that size camera.
Orca.
I gotta try to get it. Run cam and Orca.
Caddix, right?
Caddix.
Caddix, yeah. That's what I thought.
In like GoPro is just not getting the hint.
Look up the RunCam 5, Doc. You'd probably be interested in that. That's pretty decent. You can it don't have super view, but you can put it on the like highest setting to pretty much be there. It looks very good.
Oh yeah, I've seen this one.
Yeah, I like it with the ND filter and all. It looks badass.
I just wish it wasn't
That's
bright
good.
orange.
Well, the color don't matter. Well, it depends on what the sensors do.
On your cellular device.
Hey guys, Jack's calling.
Your son is attempting.
Your son is attempting to go. Shut up. That's
Like-
pretty damn cool right there.
So like when you hang up, does it say, "Well, he has failed"?
Your son is pissed now, and he's driving to your house. Yeah, I was gonna say, John, you fly to Orca. You and Dano flew it, right? I know Dano got that Hero Session 5 now, but I think he flew the Orca too. What was it? The stabilization on or something? It was just jello-y or something.
Oh, so what? Did they just not have the? It says it
All right, I'm
has.
back.
It says it has stabilized with gyro flow.
Shit, she comes at me with that freaking X-Class. I'm getting in the car and locking the doors. She
It
gotta come
has.
through the
It
window.
does have stabilization though.
It
You
does,
gotta
but
get
it's
to the car
it's
first.
kind of like the Session 5 stabilization, the way it kind of does. It's like digital. So
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't.
still, that's something. Well, I mean, all the GoPros are digital. The only ones that don't have digital are Sony. that I'm
don't
aware
use
of that
mine-
makes
I
a
don't-
compact camera that has a
Yeah.
gimbal physically in it.
I don't use nothing on stabilization except the Hero 8 or 9. Like any of the Session 5s, I don't use it. Just a guy. Or no, this is a 4.
Still, that's like $100 for stabilization.
This is a
In
4 with
4K?
ass whoop. This is a 4 that has a little. It's a little blurry, and it seems like it could probably peel out of its case real easy, but still works and all. Oh, and the screen don't work.
Did it just turn on with one button click?
Yeah, the Session does that.
That's mint. No, like, because none of them ever do anymore. Like, mine is like, you gotta kind of talk it into pushing that button.
Oh no, you do. I got another one somewhere right here. I don't even know where the hell that's at.
What the hell?
That's a good question. Might be in my bag. Might be in my bag, or I might took the bitch out and left it somewhere. I'm good for doing that. Set stuff out and just leave it.
You lost the Session?
I might have. If I did, someone found something nice. Help them out. It's not over here on my stuff, so.
Was it on your truck?
No, I haven't used it in quite a bit to know of. Hey, I'll find it. If not, I'm on the 8 now. This is what I've been filming with here lately.
Yeah.
When I fly,
Show them that they can see.
and I treat it like a redhead stepchild.
What's wrong with the battery door?
Oh, it's just open.
Oh, does it close still?
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like you caught that corner pretty well.
See, the screen still works. Even the touch screen part.
Looks like the touchscreen's flaking off a little bit.
It is a little bit, but it's waterproof because my the other day when I took it put it on top of that Max, I was wiping it off all day long, so it's still waterproof.
Oh.
So what broke that?
John said, don't be scared of those 4 lawnmowers coming at you.
Multiple beatings. Yeah, 4 lawnmowers exactly.
Trims and patches.
Appreciate you, amigo. Smash that like button. It's free. So yeah, I put it on this guy. This has been my new fun toy.
You're welcome.
Put that
Doc's girl.
GoPro on that quad.
It
Might
is.
about killed him.
This is Doc's old bay.
And you know what's sad is I miss how convenient the Max was, because the X Max is not convenient.
No, fucking thing's a house.
It is a house. It doesn't even sit in my room. It has to sit in the living room. It's that large.
Then we got this guy.
You gotta take it out to the field, pull every muscle in your upper body.
You will.
Ugh, it is too big for its own good.
We got this guy. We're gonna upgrade this or rebuild the servo into it now. Shavox 1231 or Savox. Remember they're so tough and they're so bad. Nope, they tear their asses up too. So she tore it out yesterday, ripped the servo out of it. So we're gonna go ahead and do it in. You see, she's missing her wheels. That's because they're on that Max I just showed you.
Gotta get that Protec RC, that Protec servo, man.
I bet you that thing will break too on this.
Nah, if you get the big one, it won't.
Oh, here's my other Session. Oh, it's hiding over on the bench.
Protec's where it's at.
Look, one push.
Damn you! That's bullshit.
And I beat them because they
This
know.
is rigged.
Don't you start on me and I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm hard on them. But anyway, yeah, that Hero 8's, dude. I don't even know. I don't even remember what initially broke it. I know it started out a little crack in the corner. When I first noticed that, it was probably not even a pack later. We had one here, one over here. And then it was something I nailed.
Did you have a screen protector on it?
No, balls deep. No protectors.
This man does not believe in that shit.
Crystal, get on his ass.
They're extra weight. Don't go for them.
extra weight is like extra useless weight. That's useful weight.
Hold on. Okay, I have tried and tried and tried. I even
Oh.
bought the damn things for him.
Oh wait, this one have a protector on it.
That's not a protector.
Oh no, yes, it's protector.
No.
On
No,
all three
no,
screens.
no.
Protect very good.
Is that your new 9?
New 8, just
Oh,
sitting
new
here,
8.
just
Oh.
sitting here waiting for his cousin to be beaten. And
You need a naked GoPro out of that other one, though.
oh, he had a number 9. We don't put this one on a drone no more. We have destroyed one of these, and
Yeah, that one was rough when you broke that one.
yeah, I beat it. Ugly. Here's my Hero 3 old school. This,
Yeah, that's the first one he flew.
I'm surprised that thing's still alive.
But this thing, right? This thing got wrecked on that thing. Dude, I have broken that wing in 13 to 14 pieces multiple times. That thing has more. What was that glue I used? E3000 something like that?
E6000.
E6000. It has more E6000 than foam in that thing. I kid you not. It's amazing how it goes back together. And will still fly. I just take the servo horns off, center the servos, pop them back on. We got let her rip tater chip. I'll put in another 14 pieces. I'm gonna do that for y'all. Actually, I'm good at doing that because I do low maneuvers stuff. Right? Crystal said, fly by me, get a good shot. Right? I'm like, all right, right. I'm in the goggles with it. Come ripping by her, right over her head. Right? I mean, at a safe distance, she can get that shot. Right? So then instead of me, there was a tree in front. So instead of me just pulling up and twisting off and getting out of it, I was like, oh, you so could do a split S and pull this thing back before it hits the ground. So I literally went towards the tree. I rolled her over. I got it completely over, and I started coming back down and around. And I mean, the ground, we're talking like 6 feet. And I came around, and I had that thing like this, upside down, inverted, and coming back like this, and it just went, bow, right into it. This much more of pulling that handle up.
Long darts, MD style.
Yeah, dude. And it wasn't the ground.
I think he forgot that that's bigger than a 5-inch.
It does mess with your mind. Look, the whole time I'm flying it, I'm yawing it. I'm like, it's not doing nothing. It fucks with your mind. It really does to fly that thing. And then I watched the guy Tito I used to hang out with. He fly those things 130 some mile an hour. He's just like, it's just like, yeah, I can do that. I'm over here on my slow boat and trying to do them sharp maneuvers. It's fun either way. I think we got that, what? It was a Christmas gift. That thing cost like 65 or 85 bucks.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Get one, no. And I'm telling you, the only thing you gotta do is get your receiver and put you some FPV in it. You will have fun with it. I can line of sight it, go out there and fly it all around like I'm some acrobatic thing, or FPV it.
Throw it.
Yes, taking off is critical on these things. It took me like what, 8 or 12 times to get that thing off the ground. They say throw it like a football or something, like a baseball, and let it go here, and then get in the throttle. So you listen to all that. You're like, yeah, okay, because they don't want that prop to catch your hand as it goes off. That's the whole thing. Get it away from you before you do that. No. What would MD do? We'll throttle bitch up a little bit, and then we're taking off. Because you know why? It makes it so much easier. You take that thing, hold it up, and just go. That thing takes right off. You don't have to go. And back. That's not what it did every time. I'm like, no. And that has some kind of like gyro type setup in it where you can run like stabilized, like almost like a 3D or just full blown acro, and it's all done off of channeling. You know, to channel the receivers, so you know how that works. You this way, or whatever. It flies pretty damn good. Until I get stupid with it and think I can pull low maneuvers off with it. That's my only problem. I can do a roll down low. That's about all. I like it because it's really cool, right? You're flying it. Think about this on your quad. You're flying your drone. You down the throttle. Right? This thing. turn the throttle off, and you're like a bird, dude. It just soars everything, motor off and everything, and that thing just gliding through the air. That is really fun. I found that to be really, really. I've hit the gap over with the tree on it. Went in. I've actually went into the gap. I fly with the drone. I went in. I turned it, and I nosed out and went like this out of around the tree. I did all good until the tree jumped out in front of me.
Oh yeah.
That was it. Yeah, I went like 4 pieces that day.
Tree had your name on it.
And then it just hits those limbs, and it just cuts them right in half. But it's fun. Definitely, y'all got to get you one and fly it. Never flown a wing. Do it. But then I see it's 9:10. I think Crystal has some. Did you ever find a drone?
Uh-huh.
She did find a drone.
She's been looking the entire time. The more you procrastinate, the more she finds.
She did.
Oh,
Little jet, you gonna make that fly? Is that gonna be a FPV? Oh, what was
Crash
that?
and burn. It's a MiG-29.
So what did you 3D print the pieces?
Yeah, it's actually in a card. I got them over here. They're okay, but the person that did the print, I think they're made that they want you to put a little bit of glue on them. Because that's what you got to do. If you dab just a touch of glue on them, they're fine. I thought it'd be something that you could put together and just slide together real tight. But we've done a couple of them. This is the MiG-29. This is the X-Fighter. X-Wing or whatever they call them. Yeah, just different things I print when I'm
That's kind of
bored.
cool. I don't know the whole reason behind it, because why don't you just 3D print the whole piece?
Print the whole thing, right? Exactly.
Yeah, like.
I don't know. It's something.
So is it like the modeling kit? Oh my god, I never thought of that.
Model.
Why
right?
don't people just 3D print model kits? Well, I guess you could just 3D print the whole thing at that point.
No, it's better. It's fun. So this was in mine because Crystal does sea glass necklaces, so she was kind of getting it during the shows. It's just got cold while we haven't been doing them. So I noticed when people were doing that, they had little items sitting on their table for like $5. I figured I'd print these and she could set them on her table. They sold, and then she could put the money back towards wherever she wants. I know $5. People's like, whatever. I'm like, yeah, well, okay. So it's cool when you pop mat, put them together, put a little glue on them, because when you turn it.
Oh, now it's not going to do it.
Now it crashes. Boom.
Huh.
You got to crash and break something. You just don't feel right. At least that's the way I look at it. Sorry, I'm going to let Crystal do her news.
News.
News. If anybody has a complaint, pull the tag. See, there's one on there, so no one's ever had a complaint yet. So that's a good thing. If you guys don't know, I did a video one day of that. I was like, oh, what is this? If I pull this pin, what happens? And then I edited in like a barn just exploding. Like a big fireball. Mr. D, what's up, Brian?
What's up, Ryan?
Stop by just in time. You ready?
What up?
I think you're ready.
born ready.
I feel your eyes looking at me in the back of my neck, so I know you're ready.
That's because I'm picturing a quad chasing you down.
I know you definitely are aiming for me with that X-Class. I'm going to have a football helmet and all on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
As long as I keep Chris in the image.
I didn't mean to do that. You okay? No, I'm not okay. You just hit me with an 8S X-Class.
Riot Shield.
Yes. I thought we were going 12. Nah.
She's trying to get Tim to spend more money.
News.
What is going on, guys? I hope y'all have had a great week. So, in drone news, good news.
No, wrong one. Wrong one. Wrong one. Right one.
He's pushing my buttons all over again. I swear I'm going to chase him down with that. Good idea, Eric. Good idea.
There you go.
And there he went. So, guys, a drone has actually helped save a cardiac arrest patient in Sweden. The drone the, the drone delivered a defibrillator, say that 3 times fast, to a doctor helping the man who became ill while shoveling snow outside of his house in Sweden. The man, who does not wish to be named, told BBC that it was fantastic that it arrived so quickly. The company behind the drone says that it was meant that the fibrillation could begin before the arrival of the ambulance. Everdrone says it took just over 3 minutes for the alarm being raised until the AED was delivered. The patient told BBC he doesn't remember what happened that day in early December. He was clearing thick snow from his driveway, but when the cardiac arrest hit, everything went black. His wife later told him how lucky he had truly been. A doctor who happened to be driving past at the time rushed to help. I was on my way to work at the local hospital when I looked out at the car window and saw a man collapsed in his driveway. The man had no pulse, so I started CPR while asking another bystander to call 112, the Swedish emergency number. Just minutes later, I saw something flying above my head. It was a drone with a defibrillator. Everdrone chief executive believes that the technology played a part in a team effort that was used to save this patient's life. It's a medical doctor doing CPR. It's the early defibrillation. It's the treatment in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. It's all important together. It's important to understand that there's a chain of events working to save a person's life. And now, the drone is a very critical part of how that system works. The drone is a partnership between Sweden's largest medical university, together with the National Emergency Operator SOS Alarm, Regional Västra Götaland, and Everdrone. In 2020, the group explored the use of drones to deliver defibrillators in western Sweden. Over the 4-month study, researchers found that drones were dispatched to 12 out of 14 cases of suspected cardiac arrest and successfully delivered an AED in all but one. In 7 cases, the drones arrived before the ambulances. In the December incident, it was fortunate that a doctor was nearby, but questions remain about whether members of the public without medical training would know exactly what to do with a defibrillator. In 2020, the study shows that no devices were attached to patients, though the reasons were unclear why. They have been designed for an untrained person to use, adding, in these scenarios, you are also on the phone to emergency centers and they can guide you. Well, a drone to the rescue and has saved one man's life. In other news, if you guys haven't heard, the East Coast apparently and unfortunately has gotten messed up by a whole bunch of this white stuff.
Ugliness.
Well, once again, drones have come in handy.
Uh-oh.
Power crews are getting a better view of Virginia's snowstorm damage with drones. By now, most have seen the damage a major snowstorm has left behind in Northern Virginia this week, but workers with Dominion Energy are getting a bit of a different view using drones. It's quicker, it's safer, and it gets you access to areas that you might not otherwise get until further into the restoration effort. With heavy wet snow knocking down trees and power lines, making some areas especially difficult to get to, these crews are relying on drones to get a first look at what they're dealing with. Some of the right-of-ways that we have seen, you should have been able to walk down, but you haven't been able to. and to get access to the facilities until a tree crew got in and got the trees out of the way. You know, a drone can navigate over the top of all of that. Altogether, more than 400,000 Dominion customers were impacted by this storm.
Crazy.
Everybody was staged up and ready to go. There's just no easy way out of a storm. And damage like this, other than brute force, and you just have to get into the trenches, move those trees, and get access to the facilities and get those back up and going. Hopefully, everyone will have power by tomorrow in Virginia. As you guys saw, I-95 was blocked with cars sitting for over 24 hours. As you heard from Dano, without power for 3 days.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, it's kind of crazy what Mother Nature can actually pull off in good ways and in bad. Well, guys, we've all talked about these racing sims, flight simulators,
Uh-oh.
drone games. Drone games?
Drone game.
Wait, we ain't said nothing about drone games before, right? Oh, shit. News? Drone Racing League is getting ready to launch a new play-to-earn metaverse game.
Uh-oh.
Drone racing is a pretty interesting competition, though a very recent sport. It has a lot of fans and competitors that enjoy those bright lights, challenging courses, and of course, the experience of flying the drones in the first place. Despite being relatively new, drone racing is already taking steps to evolve further. In this case, onto the blockchain. The news of the new blockchain-based game that the Drone Racing League is going to release came just on the heels of the completion of the finals of the Drone Racing League Algorand World Championship season. Completing in Las Vegas, talented drone racers competed around the T-Mobile Arena there. The virtual element, the crypto game, will come later. In a partnership with Playground Labs, the Drone Racing League, or DRL, will build a game hosted around the Algorand blockchain in order to create first play-to-earn drone game in the world. No exact details exactly about this game have been released so far, beyond what the theme of it is and the parties involved in it.
Well, it looks like you guys are going to be rich soon because Chris is going to absolutely wreck on it.
I'm trying.
The game will combine familiar DeFi and play-to-earn elements to create a whole drone racing experience for players. In order to make this game a reality, the DRL has signed a reported $100 million deal with Algorand last September.
Ooh.
That is also where the name for the current championship series came from. It's called the DRL Algorand World Championship due to this partnership. The crypto game isn't the only way in which DRL will be branching out. They've also announced plans to establish a sports betting angle to it. The company in charge of making the game,
We got some
Playground
feedback
Labs,
somewhere.
Yeah, it's
is
on your
further
side somewhere.
affiliated with Hive Mind
Speaker.
Capital, who pledged last year to invest some 1.5 billion into a fund aiming at build blockchain projects, including games on Algorand. Like many others, Algorand promises to be a scalable, effective crypto protocol. In other words,
It's backfeeding.
in
Yeah,
other words,
gotta
it
reduce your
attempts to be
sensitivity.
a better alternative for the main crypto gaming chain at the moment, Ethereum.
Decentraland for life. Whoop, whoop.
Famously plagued by insane gas fees and slow transaction speeds, Ethereum doesn't scale the way it needs to. So alternatives are cropping up.
I don't know. I got that crap in like instantly. Like, and I've kind of started like I cashed out all of it, and I got it literally an hour after cashing it out. So I don't know.
Algorand is going to be one of them. Stay tuned, guys, because we have a brand new DRL competitive racing game coming to us. Keep your eyes open,
It's gonna be crazy.
keep your ears open, because you know what? Just like now, the drone network's going to keep bringing it to you first. You didn't hear about it anywhere else. You heard it here. Keep your ears open. Keep your eyes open.
I didn't even hear it until the night. She didn't tell me none of that shit.
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
didn't
what?
see that in the news? I was reading about it actually. Yeah, this is I was not ahead of the game or anything, but I was I did see that, and I'll admit I'm starting to flow into that being a 3D modeler for Decentraland. So I wouldn't mind a couple jobs doing a couple racetracks for DRL. Throw it my way. I'll take it.
But hey, I mean, just
Yeah.
like before, when they brought out the new simulators. Because think about it, guys. Think about back in the day. You had liftoff. Then you had Velocidrone.
No, you had first was
But it started with
Free
one.
Rider. Free Rider was the first one.
It
Yeah.
started with one, and as each one has come out and as each one has progressed, we've brought it to you.
Free Rider, Liftoff, Velocidrone, Crash,
There's multiple ones.
DRL.
And
Now
you can
there
make
will
money.
be an actual game where you, all of you, the guys that I have watched progress over the years, the guys that I am
I
proud
suck
to
at
call
racing,
family, will actually
Practice.
have the opportunity to make that money
To be the racer.
doing what we actually love.
I can go in there and fix their drones for them.
Hopefully, Mother Nature cooperates with you all, and you can get out and enjoy our hobby outside. But if not, like always,
Do it inside.
try it inside, one way or another. Be it tiny whoop, be it a 3-inch. God help, I don't even believe I'm saying this. Be it a 5-inch. Don't break out one of those big badass things in the house. I will say your other half will probably beat your ass if you attempt to fly one of them in the house. Keep it to a minimum, and usually they won't complain. Guys, on the other half,
don't complain either way.
ladies, if it's your man that's flying, let him enjoy his hobby. He'll be much happier in the long run. He gets to express a little bit of stress relief. He gets to really feel that rush, that adrenaline. Those little batteries, ladies, don't last very long. What I can tell you is
something else.
get a hoodie. You'll be much safer, okay? Like I said, even the little batteries, the little whoops, they don't last very long. Even if they say they have 10 packs, it does not last that long.
You ain't a man if you don't fly 5-inch in the house.
You can deal with it just for a little while. Believe me, I speak from experience, years of experience. But like always, guys, we appreciate all of your time. We've definitely ran a a little bit longer tonight, but we appreciate all of you hanging out with us.
Thank
Jim?
you for your patience.
You got anything to add, Jim?
Nah,
Cool beans.
Ah.
good.
Jim, we appreciate you hanging out with us.
Hell yeah.
It's been a wonderful relationship / friendship. Started out as a bushwhacker, and definitely were welcomed into the family, and we've definitely loved to watch your family grow. I can't wait to see even more new footy from you as well as Jack.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks.
Been on-
Thank you.
Yeah.
But guys,
Thank you, Michael.
until next time, we love you all,
Peace.
See
and
ya.
we'll catch you next week,
Love, peace, and
right
chicken
here,
grease.
same time,
Good night.
place.
Good night.
Fly, happy flying, fly.